Okay, hi, I'm Maria Oliva with the Cape Cod Canal Region Chamber of Commerce. I'm the president and CEO. Been there for about 27 years. And I did want to mention that back in 1985, I was the first woman elected to the Board of Selectmen in 100 years. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I was 29 at the time and took over with two other selectmen. That's when we had full-time selectmen. Now they're called the Select Board. But eventually it eased out of full-time selectmen, and they had part-time Select Board who are now running the government. And I appreciated that and appreciated working here. I'm a lifelong resident, and I always want to give back to the community, so the Chamber does that, as well as me personally. I did serve on the school committee, Mass Maritime boards, and Falmouth Hospital Board, and a lot of other boards over the years. So let's talk about the library. I remember a story, that's why I wanted to come here today, because many years ago, I think it might have been more than a decade ago, that I served on the Friends of the Bourne Library were doing a play as a fundraiser. And my name was Maybelline Lip Gloss. And I was a murderer, and I murdered somebody on stage. I had to remember my lines. I remember walking on Sagamore Beach for a couple of months trying to remember my lines. And I did pretty well, but I forgot one line, but I don't think anybody remembers that now because it was so long ago. But it was a lot of fun, and the reason I thought it was important is because I think it's important to support your library. I love libraries. I think that they serve a major purpose in a community. They help with all kinds of issues with people coming in to use computers, children's library. People use libraries all the time, and sometimes there's a perception that people don't use libraries. That's just not true. They do, and it's important. And the building, of course, has their challenges, as we know, through the town. There was a design committee that came up with a probable design for either demolishing it or a new building or renovating an existing building, and a lot of different things were being discussed at town meeting. So I think they're moving forward to try to do something to have a new library in this town. The building, I hate to say it, but it's just not in good shape, and everybody that works here knows that. So let's try to work together to get a new library. I know sometimes if there are other issues on the ballot, sometimes they compete with the library, but I'm ready to move forward to help with any fundraising efforts that are held. So with that, I think that I appreciate, I know I appreciate living in the community. The community is a wonderful Bourne community. I love living here. We have so many neighbors and friends, and it makes a big deal to be here and to support our community assets. So, and the library is one of them. And I can't say enough about working with all the friends and the people in the library over many years.